All right, so today we're going to start off with talking to your database. So we love talking to our database because our database makes us the money. Those are the people in our system. So we're going to talk about behavior because this is important when trying to reach out to your database. So here's the FOG behavior model. This is available, and after the presentation is over, I will send you the link to the learning portal from KV Core, where they go into this very, very deeply, and they talk to you about how you can use a system like KV Core to keep in touch with your database. Because that is the idea behind keeping in touch and talking to your database. It is about nurturing all of the leads and the people that are in your system. Everyone is in a different place, right? So here's what the model looks like. There's motivation, there's ability, there's prompts. And then depending on where the person is, will depend on their motivation, their readiness, their ability to buy. And where does that leave you? So let's talk about the M, right? So fog behavior, the model is B, behavior equals map. So the first one is M, motivation. Lots of real estate leads simply are not motivated yet, right? You guys you tell me, oh, the leads suck, or I got leads and they're not good. Wrong. It's not that they're not good. They're not motivated yet. Maybe they're waiting to get married. Maybe they're too young, waiting for a baby to be born, waiting to retire. Don't necessarily care about investing yet. But KV Core makes it easy for you to stay in touch and build that top of mind status until they're motivated, because that is the idea behind nurturing your lead, is to put yourself on top of their mind so that when they are motivated, they can say, hey, my agent is Josephine, right? You've been emailing them and texting them and keeping in touch with them for maybe 2 years. It's very possible. It could be a year, it could be 2 years, it could be 3 years. I had an agent tell me the other day that they closed the lead that they had in their system for a year. For a year. So motivation, when motivation is high, you can get people to do hard things, right? But once it drops, the wave subsides and people only do easy things, right? If you're not motivated to do something, they're not going to go look at houses. They're not going to make offers, right? That's the correlation there. So ability, which is next, and motivation have a trade-off relationship. It's called compensatory relationship when it comes to performing behaviors, right? If you don't have the ability and you're not motivated, right? You have these things go hand in hand. So that's where the curved line comes in. So let's talk about the ability piece. Maybe they don't have the money. They don't have the credit. They're locked into a lease. They don't understand the process. They're scared. They're not able to deal with it today. So KV Core makes it easy for you to stay in touch and educate your contacts until they eventually have the ability, right? So remember we said the ability and the motivation go hand in hand. So in order to perform the target behavior, a person must have the ability to do so. That seems obvious, right? Scale back the target behavior so it's easier to do. Meaning you're going to do little things. So you're going to focus on the simplicity of the target behavior to increase the ability, right? And what that means is that you're going to just check in with them. Check in with them once in a blue, send an email. Hey, how are you? Oh, I love the sky is blue today. Happy Thanksgiving. That's it. You're just checking in with them. Love your favorite real estate agent, Josephine, right? Love your favorite real estate agent so that they know you are their real estate agent. So when they have the ability and the motivation, then they will reach out to you. So only 3 things will change your behavior in the long term: having an epiphany, changing your environment, or taking baby steps. Creating an epiphany is difficult, so rule that out. Unless you have magic powers, right? I don't, but maybe you do. On the other hand, option B and C are practical and they can lead to lasting change. So what does that mean? Change your environment, take baby steps. So these are the two that you're going to focus on. By doing that, what that means is you're going to log into your system, even for you. Same thing for your consumers that you're reaching out to. So the baby steps are putting them into your system, setting up an alert, sending out the Thanksgiving email, text, phone call. Hey, how you doing? Keeping in touch. Baby steps. Then eventually they may ask a question. Oh, you know what? I was considering doing this, but how do I go about it? Well, I need to fix my credit first. How do I do that? You're going to educate them. You're going to connect them to the professionals that will help them gain the ability to get to the next step. So that brings us to P, which is prompts. So this is what I've been talking about the whole time. The direct contact me emails and texts, property alerts, search of the day, info about values rising, financing offers, webinars, open house announcements, and any other emails, text communication that you can possibly reach out to people with. In KV Core, it's making it easy for you to prompt the people into action. So let's dig into prompts a little bit more. So prompts tell people to do it now, right? Without a prompt, the target behavior won't happen, right? If you don't say click here, the person won't click there. If you don't say join this webinar, they're never going to join the webinar. Sometimes the prompt can be external, like an alarm sounding. Other times the prompt can come from our daily routine. Walking through the kitchen may trigger us to open the refrigerator. The concept of prompt has different names: cue, trigger, call to action, request, and so on. Consider an ad or an email that says, find people you know on Facebook. That's smart. Instead of just logging in inactive users into the main page, the Facebook prompt takes people to a page where they can find more friends. So the behavior chain to re-involve the users into Facebook looks like this.